So it is time for another episode of Let's Talk. And on this episode, what I wanted to talk about was cheat meals, bad food, and dirty meals. Now, me personally, I don't like them. I don't eat cheat meals, I don't have bad foods, and I don't eat dirty foods. Never. I used to, but not anymore. And the reason for that is because I don't call them that anymore. So I'll eat pizza, I'll eat ice cream, I'll have cookies, biscuits, chocolates, you name it, I'll eat it. But I never call them bad foods, and I never call them dirty foods, and I never say that I'm having a cheat meal. And the reason for this is because I don't want to put negative attributions towards foods. And I'd recommend you doing the same thing and stop calling them that if you call them that right now. So there's two main reasons for why I say not to call things cheat meals. One, because food isn't bad. Yeah, there's some foods that are going to be supportive of your goals and some foods that are not so supportive of your goals. But it doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make them that they're terrible for you. They're not going to cause you ill health. Obviously, if you overeat on certain foods, they might. But the point is that no food should be making you feel negative. When you eat a pizza, you shouldn't feel like, oh, I'm doing something wrong and I shouldn't be doing this, and it shouldn't give you emotional feelings like when you're having food. Like, if you're gonna eat to feel good, yeah? So sometimes eating vegetables and salads and fruits and lean meats might make you feel really good, and majority of the time that will be the case. But sometimes you just want to eat a pizza, you just want to have a burger, you want to have chips, and you want to have all of that stuff, and you don't need to feel guilty about that. That's typical. They've made the food like that so it tastes good and you want to eat it. The other thing I hate about cheat meals is they force you into overeating. So let's say you said, I'm having a cheat meal, this is what I'm gonna do, it's bad for me, I know that, but because you've said it's bad for you, you feel bad. As a person, you feel like you're doing something wrong, yeah? When you feel like you're doing something wrong, it automatically makes you feel like you are that person, like you're someone who's not worthy. You know, you can't be like the other clean eating freaks, you can't be, you can't get your goals. It just makes you feel low. And then when you feel like that, you tend to want to overeat what you're eating, because you're like, oh, I'm doing something wrong, I might as well just screw it and do something really terrible and just eat the whole pizza, or just go crazy with the diet and, just completely destroy it. When that happens, sometimes you don't find that you can go next day, back on it, I'm done, cheat meal's over, that's it. You get into a cycle of, oh, I'll eat that again. Or, I'll have a little bit, I did it yesterday, I've ruined it now. And then you carry on, and then a couple of days later you want another cheat meal, and then the cycle just continues, and you yo-yo up and down, and you don't ever see any results. So what I would suggest doing instead is working out how much you need to eat in general, yeah? So how many calories you need to consume, how much protein you need to have, how much fats, carbs, fiber, all of that stuff. Then working back from it. So when you fancy something that does not necessarily seen as healthy like pizza, you can include it into those calories. So let's say the pizza took up 800 calories and you're someone who's going to eat 2,000 in a day, then you've still got 1,200 calories left to eat, and you can eat foods that are a bit more supportive of your goals, like lean meats and healthy foods and that sort of thing. Yeah? Doesn't mean the pizza was bad, doesn't mean that the healthy food is good. It just means you met your goals that day and you'll feel better for it. Yeah, just stop calling it them cheat meals and clean eating, dirty foods and all of that, and I guarantee you're going to be much happier and you have a much better mindset towards food. That's me over and out. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, or share it if you want someone else to see it. And yeah, engage with me in the comments. I really like it when you let me know what you're thinking, so I can basically gauge whether you're enjoying the video or not. See you next time.